And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Got a great one lined up for you today. Right now, it's the 2024 Crypto Explosion member. After this, we'll go to the $5 show. And after that, it'll go to the free show. So you have an opportunity to ask a question here. Like Crypto Hulk, did you put cocaine in that water? Yes. Along with heroin, ecstasy, a date rape drug, whatever, Rufinol or something, that's what it's called. I put that in there. LSD, opium, all that shit. And I'm drinking it. Before every show, it's what I've always done. Don't believe anything that I say in this program. Everything's an absolute lie. The financial advice is the worst in the fucking world. Don't do it. Don't do it. There's no financial advice given on this channel. Don't even listen to anything I say. That is your disclaimer. I am so fucked up from drugs right now, I can't even think straight, okay? That is your warning right there. Welcome back to the show, and that's Faux Show. Cheaty Mikey. There's Mikey Gilbert, Disabled XRP, Mark Sinclair, Chris Sharpie. Better be cocaine in that water. He's like, or I'm out of here. Oh, there's a lot of cocaine. I put 5 pounds of coke in here. Okay. Let's go. Zebek says Stevie ZBCN. I'm going to look on CoinGecko here. ZBCN Zebek. Oh, on the 1 year? Holy shit. Zebek on the 1 year is up 243%. Oh my God. In the past 3 months, Zebek is up 10%. In the past 1 month, Zebek is up 37% in the past month. Oh shit. In the past 7 days, Zebek is up 13.5%. In the past 24 hours, Zebek is up 11.5%. Let's see where my Telcoin is. Telcoin looks like it's up 7% in the past 24 hours. In the past 7 days, it's down 6%. Down 7% in the past month. 3 months, it's down 44%, and that's a good time to buy Telcoin. The year to date, it's down 50%. In the past year, Telcoin is down 63%. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see here. Bought it. So yeah, I'm getting these $500 people. They're calling me. And they're like, Crypto Hulk, I got these 2 crypto. I'm thinking of selling. I'm not going to tell you which ones they are. I got these 2 cryptos. I'm thinking of selling that, buying more of the other. What should I do? Now you're starting to see, I'm starting to get the calls on these little questions like that. People are seeing there's movement going on with crypto. Something's being set up. I can kind of feel it. And it's a good feeling. So let's get going with this show. I got a special running, a special. It's $500 for 3 months. You get to talk with Crypto Hulk. We get to figure out your portfolio and then little tricks along the way that we have. I will tell you what I'm buying and how much, and we can discuss things. You'll ultimately make your own decision. I don't make decisions on what you buy. You do that on your own. But it helps to have a crypto researcher like myself. I mainly look. I like payment cryptos, and Root Network, I think, is still there. There's some, I don't know what's going on with Root, but I haven't sold it. I'm not. I've got millions of it, and one of these days that shit's going to make me rich. So that's what's going on. It's taking a break right now. Everything is taking a break. How about that? That's the answer for all this shit. It's all taking a break. All right, let's get into the deep dive. And boy, do we got one. Iraq. Oh, shit. Iraq and the digital dinari or diner, like Bell's Diner, the digital dinar. Now, we're going to go through some speculation here, okay? Amber Hobson, the $500 club is totally worth it. I think so too. But no, seriously, you get all my 6 years of experience, plus all my great jokes, and my cussing and my temper tantrums, and then you throw in my past work. You know, a lot of these people, a lot of them just want to know, like, they'll just straight up ask me, Crypto Hulk, what should I do? I'll answer your question. Like, I'll tell you where you can go too. But I'll tell you like what I did or what I would do, you know, stuff like that. But again, I can't tell you like what to do. People are getting nervous. Some people know something's coming. And they're like, Crypto Hulk, this one guy is going to get like $18,000. I'm like, must be nice. So he's either getting out of his retirement or something or whatever he's doing. And he's going to call me back. We kind of talked already, but he's going to call me back with 18 grand. I'm like, whoa. And then somebody else had like, I think they're $5,000 they wanted to put in. And somebody's talking about $3,000. It works really good when you have Crypto Hulk right there. Like if you're thinking about busting a move, give me a fucking call. Not right now because I'm doing the show. And I'll just tell you, go fuck yourself. Wait till I'm off the show. They'll be like, is that how you talk to your members, Crypto Hulk? Is that a trick question? But just knowing you can pick the phone up. I had another guy. Oh, Jeffrey Gaylord. I tried to get a hold of you yesterday. I called you. You didn't pick up. Maybe after the show today, Jeffrey Gaylord, give me another call. We'll go over. He has like a couple cryptos he wants me to help him figure out and go over. So I'll do a deep dive like right on the spot. If you're a $500 member and you want, look, whatever you need in crypto, I could probably figure it out. I don't know everything, but I'm pretty good at what I do. But sometimes somebody, a couple times during the week, these people, hey, I got 2 cryptos. Can you look them up right now? And I'll do a deep dive, a very thorough deep dive. I can knock it out. Two cryptos, maybe 3 in 10 minutes, 15, something like that. So Coasty, I just talked to Coasty about 30 minutes ago. We were on the phone, or maybe an hour. I had to take Mrs. Hulk to school. But yeah, I talked with Coasty, and he says Hulk has the 6th sense. Thanks, Hulk. So I helped him figure stuff out. And don't tell him, Coasty, what we figured out. Just it's all private business stuff. But my job is to help make you successful. I'm going to take all my 6 years plus my life experience, my investigative skill, not the best in the world, but it's pretty good, and help you figure out where you got to be. Maybe you want to bust a last minute move. Maybe you thought you had it figured out. And you're like, you know what? I want to switch that with that. Run it by me first. I'll give you my honest opinion. I'll show you facts, and then you have to make your own decision. But I'll tell you what, if I think it's fucked up, I'll tell you that because I'm not trying to have you get wrecked. Sometime like today, somebody asked me a question. I'm kind of like, they asked me about a crypto that I bought. And I kind of was telling them, I bought it, but I don't suggest you buy it because it could be a dud. And he's like, what? You spent $3,000 on that a little bit ago. I said, yeah, I know, but it could be a dud. And I don't want you to get it, but I do own it. And I spent $3,000 on it. And I explained to him some stuff. But I'm like, just because I own it doesn't mean you should. You know, I'm telling you, this one is a wobbler. It could be a dud or it could make me a lot. I would say 9 out of 10 times my cryptos are higher than that, but it's just most all mine, they're all good cryptos. I do gamble on cryptos sometimes. A couple of them I have. And I'll tell you which ones they are and stuff. So Stevie ZBCN says, this place is the best. I swapped my layer 0 for more Axelar. Thanks, Hulk, said Jane Zars. Jane, you need to give me a call in the next few days. I haven't heard from you for a long time, lady. Been way too long. Time for a tune-up. Get you checked in and get a tune-up. let's start here. Yeah, that layer 0 getting hacked, that's a bad sign. So you picked up Axelar. Look, if you're going to get a fucking bridge, okay, like layer 0, then Axelar is a Ripple partner. Get that. Yeah, layer 0 is coming up and everything. Okay, but they sure came up in a $300 million hack, didn't they? Oh, ouch. So I would get a wormhole. I'd get an Axelar. I wouldn't get a layer 0 because I'm rolling with Ripple. Look, I'm pretty basic. I like to roll with the biggest dogs. That's why I've got Caleb Brown with Fireblocks. That's how I roll. If all the Wells Fargos and B of A's and all these people are using Fireblocks, I want to use it too. But you can't unless you join Caleb Brown. Then you're in there. You got your own broker. You can ask them questions. Serious, man. Do you realize how awesome that is? You got your own broker. You don't have to be one of these, like in the real world, to have your own broker, to talk to your own broker. That's very cool. That means, like, I feel like a big shot, even though I am. Okay, well, the only thing, my ego is the biggest thing. But that's why I have the Caleb Brown. I can call these people right now. They're in Australia. What time is it right now? 5 p.m. here. It's probably lunchtime in Australia. They're probably having shrimp on the Barbie, all right? Drinking some beer. What's that Australian beer? Something lager, whatever it's. I forgot. I don't drink beer really that much. But let me get to work. Stevie, ZBCN. Plume is looking really good right now. It's up almost 50% from a few weeks ago. Oh, shit. I got a little dinar. Can't wait to. Okay, I got to concentrate here because you guys keep distracting me. Here's the article. We're going to spend the whole time on Iraq, okay? Iraq is what I believe. You don't have to believe what I believe at all. I believe civilization started in Iraq. I'm not going to get into the different life forms we have on this planet and the different, what do you call it, the fucking caveman and all that shit. I'm not getting into all that shit. Just in Iraq is where it all started, okay? And then they headed west. Go west, young man. Abraham headed west. Now, Iraq is where everything started, man. I'm going to try to cherry pick this. Here we go. Iraq's economy faces a deeply interconnected set of problems. A vast, informal workforce. Imagine, Iraq has all these non-banked people, okay? It's kind of a mess over there. Iraq's economy has a vast, informal workforce invisible to the financial system. These people don't have bank accounts. They're paying in cash all the time. It's a mess, okay? Well, it works for them, but here's the deal. That kind of an economy cannot have crypto. So I'm going to show you what's going to happen. What we're going to see here is an evolution of the Iraqi economy, because one day everybody's got to have these and pay with digital, okay, in crypto. The way they're doing it now, it's all with phones. That's not going to work. Okay, they're going to get left behind. And then it's going to be all bad, okay? So they have a lot of imports, okay? They don't produce enough, and everything is like imported. They are, most everybody in Iraq has a widespread lack of banking access. And they have a heavy reliance on the US dollar, okay? This is not going to work. What I'm going to show you is Iraq is going to have a system where they're going to use NFC and Bluetooth and shit like that. You all know that you don't need the internet. You can utilize the phone system, and I don't know how all this works, but Ripple can be worked offline, okay? Ripple has offline contract ability. So this is what's going to be happening with Iraq. Let's read. Now there's this guy created something called Cylinder Seal. Cylinder, Cylinder, Cylinder Seal, SEAL. Now, it was developed, now listen to this. It was developed by Modern Ecotech. One word, Modern Ecotech, one word. Proposes a digital Iraqi dinar. Oh, dang, Crypto Hulk. As a sovereign central bank digital currency. It was designed not merely as a modern payment system, but as a direct instrument of economic and trade policy. Its core innovation is a merchant tiering system, like different tiers, TIER. So they're going to have a tiered system. Okay, this is kind of cool. There's this guy who made all this, and then all of a sudden his company just like dissolves. And then all of a sudden Iraq starts talking about having a digital dollar and all this stuff. So what happened, in my belief, this is just my speculation, conspiracy. This guy created this payment system, and what happened is, I'm going to show you later, Tether in the United States, 3-letter agencies, and their wallet system all got into this. Because remember, we did a story about 2 weeks ago about how Tether hooked up the whole Middle East with wallets, right? Okay, this is what we got going on here. This Middle Eastern guy, I'll find his name here in a minute, Mr. Aziz or whatever his name is, he was mixed up in all this Cylinder Seal and Modern Ecotech company, and all of a sudden it just goes out of business, or it just like dissolves all of a sudden, right? And then all of a sudden Iraq is coming up with the possible digital dinar or whatever it's called, right? Dinar. So let's read the story. I kind of gave you a little hint. It's built for offline use. That's what I'm saying. Offline, no internet. It uses via an NFC and Bluetooth. The system also brings millions of informal workers into the formal economy through a frictionless registration track. Everybody's going to get registered, everybody. This is where it's going. I want you to see this right here. They're moving away from cash, getting into NFC. Maybe they can have a phone and it reads the NFC and all that shit. Okay, it goes, you know what I'm saying. Now, how much does all this cost? Listen to this. $3.5 million. That is so cheap. You're hooking up the whole country of Iraq for $3.5 million. That's a fucking welfare price right there. Now, Cylinder Seal is developed by a company called Modern Ecotech, and it reframes a central bank digital currency from a modernized payment system into what authors call an economic quantification and a policy transmission engine. The project's thesis is that Iraq's structural economic weakness and a largely invisible formal sector, a credit bottleneck for small and mid. It means businesses can't make money because everybody's using cash. So there's no track. What they're going to do is they're all going to be labeled and identified. You're going to have your own little NFC number, and everything you buy starts being recorded. And then they kind of know how much money you make. And then it bumps you up to the next tier, and then the next tier, and the next tier. So then you can start getting loans to buy a house. Do you know why they're doing all this? They're getting people off cash. Their goal is by July of this year to get as many people off cash in Iraq as possible. Everybody, I tell you this, when Iraq's hooked up, the whole world's hooked up. Same with Africa, okay? The proposed digital Iraqi dinar is engineered to attack all four problems simultaneously through a single piece of infrastructure. It's coming to everybody. Now, guess what? Spoiler alert again. You've got Lulu Financial involved with this, which is Ripple, and you got Tether. You got a bunch of people here. We're going to look at this later, but I just want to let you know ahead of time what to expect. Let's see. they're showing that Iraq doesn't create enough stuff. Almost 70% of adults remain unbanked, okay? 70%. You can't have that and have crypto. That's not going to work. So we got to get all these people on NFCs first. The system is designed around a set of unusual architectural choices for a national payment system. Peer-to-peer payments are offline first over NFC and Bluetooth. Low energy, so transactions continue to clear in rural districts during network outages and in areas with fragile connectivity. There's going to be the Central Bank of Iraq is going to be involved in this. Transactions are free to the citizen, in deliberate contrast to right now, there's a 2 to 5% fee charged by Iraqi banks. Let's see. The wire format, these primitives be circular. The most distinctive feature of Cylinder Seal is the merchant tier system, which assigns every producer or worker a classification based on domestic content. Tier 1 is 100% Iraqi. Tier 2 is 50 to 99%. Tier 3 is 1 to 49%. And Tier 4 is pure imports. So what happens is the more you import, then the fees go up, okay? That's going to discourage people from buying imported shit. Discretionary transaction fees scale from 0 all the way up to 8% tax. So the more import shit you buy, the less, okay, let's say if it's 25% made in Iraq and 75%, but tier 4 is at 8%. It's pure import. That's how this is going to work. You're going to have your little NFC card, and when you want to buy shit, then it's going to register tax and all that stuff. That's how they're going to start off right here. This will be done through Bluetooth, offline. Layered on top is a harder instrument. Government salaries, pensions, and Social Security are restricted to Tier 1 and Tier 2 merchants, like with clothes, food, textile, housing, goods, then building, pharmaceutical stuff. The Central Bank of Iraq can, therefore, redirect roughly a quarter of national spending to domestic producers by rule, not by exhortation. So what they're doing is they're going to start taxing. The more something's imported, then your tax goes up. They're trying to build the Iraqi economy. Now there's a secondary design. A notable secondary design is for the individual producer, like street vendors, taxi drivers, small farmers, people that bake food from home, day laborers, okay, those kind of people. Registration takes under 60 seconds, everybody. They're going to register all the poor people. It only takes 60 seconds. And guess what? They're going to have a wallet application. Now we're starting to see where this goes, right? You start off with like a little card that has like your driver's, some of you guys have a passport, right? And there's like a chip in there that emits like a signal. Okay. This is going to be just like that. It's going to take 60 seconds, gone in 60 seconds. You hook up, you get a wallet. Oh, so now, but it's not crypto necessarily right now. We're just trying to get people into this new system to get away from cash, to use their little cards. And as they start building up, they can move up higher in the everybody's going to everybody's going to be banked, okay? They're going to find a way to get everybody on a central bank, okay? They're going to have wallets. Now, when all that shit's going, then later you're going to see crypto. And that's where Tether comes in with Ripple and all these. We'll get into all that later. But this is the evolution. We're just taking baby steps right now in Iraq, okay? Tier 1 status. To be in Tier 1, it carries a monthly cap of $5,000 received. So if you're in Tier 1, like a poor person, you can only accept $5,000 a month. Now it's not it's the dinar, the 5,000 dinar received. Now that graduates honest producers into formal registration once they grow. So as they get bigger, they go into tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, like that. So what they're trying to do is get everybody off the cash system, get them into using these little cards, start tracking how much money everybody's making. And then when you can make a certain amount, then you start getting credit card offers. You can get a car loan, shit like that. Then eventually when you get tier 3 or something, you get to buy a house, okay? This is how they're building credit in Iraq. I'm breaking this down exactly how Iraq is doing this. The implication is significant. After 6 months, a taxi driver with 1,500 microtransactions has a credit record usable for vehicle financing. There we go, right? Once you show you made 1,500 purchases, and I think the most you can carry, once you get up to $5,000 in a month, then you now bump up the next level. Now you get to buy a car, okay? You know, maybe not a brand new one, but you're able for microfinance or a mortgage. Oh, financial inclusion lever. This is a financial inclusion lever with no precedent in the region. Like nobody's doing this. So you're taking a country that operates just on cash, getting them to use these little cards, shooting NFC signals. I'll tell you what, when they get more advanced, or maybe a country starts giving out phones, then they get the wallet. They just talked about a wallet right there. And then guess what later comes in that wallet? Cryptocurrency. There you go. Okay. Let me check the comments. Then I'll do the deep dive on that. Tier 1 equals a scooter. Tier 5 equals a Lotus. Okay. Let's go to the deep dive right here. Oh, God, it's huge. What we got going on, this is not a launched public currency token. I already told you already. It's a detailed conceptual proposal published April 22nd, 2026. It was like yesterday. This came out yesterday in the Iraq Business News. And called the Digital Iraq Dinar, branded under the project name Cylinder Seal. Now, right now, this is not the government. This is, like I told you, it's this guy. Let me keep reading, but it's this guy that invented all this shit. And somehow his company just all of a sudden dissolves. That's because I think the government took it over. That's what it is. That's my conspiracy. So the company, the project was called Cylinder Seal. The proposal was developed by Modern Ecotech Limited, a United Kingdom. Oh, now all of a sudden United Kingdom comes in, MI6, a UK private limited company. Oh, it is framed as an economic quantification and policy transmission engine rather than a simple payments rail. Okay, here's the guy's name. Wait. No evidence, so this is not tied to the government, but it's a private proposal. And the guy's name is Hayder, not Hater like, hey, you're a hater. Hayder, Hayder, and then Aziz is his last name, Aziz, as the author. Noted as author opinions, not reflecting Iraq Business News views. Now, Cylinder Seal positions the digital Iraqi dinar as a programmable, sovereign CBDC to solve Iraq's structural issues simultaneously. So this company came up with this NFT shit and all that, and then they're going to use the Iraqi digital dinar. That's crypto right there. They got the wallets. Everybody, we're watching it happen right now. Right now in Iraq, 70% unbanked. Iraq has a very high import. For every one Iraqi item that's made, they import 14 foreign. The U.S. dollar is used over there. That's not good for that country. This is offline. How they're going to do this? Here's how this works. They're starting off with offline person-to-person payments. They're going to use NFC and Bluetooth low energy. It works in rural areas, and out if there's power outages, it still works. So as they buy more stuff, they move up in tier levels. And then the government tracks them. That's how this all starts with credit and all these things. They are rebuilding the Iraqi economy. So I'm telling you what, don't do this. Don't listen to me. I'm so high on drugs right now, you don't want to do what I say. I want you to see what's going on. What we have going on is, I'm reading the top chat. What we have going on is the world government, the World Bank, they're involved in this as well. I'll show you later. They are rebuilding. Okay, to cut to the chase, the Iraqi dinar is going to go up. I don't know when, but that money is going to go up. So those of you that might want to buy it, now's a good time, because they are rebuilding the whole Iraqi economy. If you want to get in on Iraqi money, now is that time right now, okay? They're putting everybody on this NFT shit, whatever, and eventually it'll be crypto, the Iraqi CBDC. They're going to have it. They're going to have it. Everybody's going to have wallets. They're going to get everybody to start getting banked, maybe with the government bank. You might have the Iraq Central Bank be their banker. Like we have B of A, we have choices. They have their government. Maybe later, as the Iraqi system picks up, then they'll have banks. Right now is the time. If you ever wanted to buy the Iraqi dinar, now would be that time. I'm not telling you. I'm just saying, if you ever wanted to, now would be a good time before it starts going up. And it might take, I don't know, a year or two or something like that. They're actually building on it right now. So just thought I'd let you know. Let me continue on this article here. Yeah, 60 seconds to sign up. That's all that it takes. Okay, they're going to integrate programmability. That's how they're going to stop you from buying so many imports. So that means money is going to have to come into Iraq for factories, and then they're going to start building things, and then their value of that dinar starts going up, okay? People are going to start buying cars, houses, right here, real estate integration as the highest leverage use case. So you're going to have cars, automobiles, planes, trains, and automobiles. You're going to have atomic title transfers. Everything's going to be crypto, transaction history, mortgages. The Iraqi economy is going to take off. I can't tell you when. It starts right now, okay? So, the guy that invented this whole NFT and the money system, Dr. Haider Ali Hussein Aziz. He was born in 1978, so he's a little bit younger than me. He's a British national. He is the author of the article. He's the director, he's the secretary, and he's the person that has significant control of Modern Ecotech Limited. He's got 25 years as a software engineer. He has a PhD at Cranfield University in engineering. Experiences include Iraq telecom sector work, associated with the Marsh. Here we go. He's associated with Marsh Cardano Investments Limited. Marsh Cardano Investments Limited. Very, very interesting. Now, I'm checking right now to see if Cardano's mixed up, and if so, it might be that midnight token thing, right? Because that's their newest thing. Let me just check here. Let me continue on this deep dive while Grok is looking this up. Now, right now, they're telling us there is no evidence of prior fintech, blockchain, or CBDC projects with this guy. I think he just came up with the tech to help his company come up, but I think it'll 100% use crypto. Oh, absolutely. Now, listen to this. He made this company in 2011 in the United Kingdom. Right now, as of November 2024, it dissolved, meaning it disappeared, okay? Something happened, like the government took it over, okay? The registered office was in London. This project uses Raft, R-A-F-T, Raft Consensus. It's got programmability. This little payment system this guy made has programmability, NFC, Bluetooth, offline clearing. Right now, it doesn't have crypto. I'm sure that it probably does right now. I mean, they're telling us it doesn't have it, but they're going to use it. The CBDC, the Iraqi dinar, they're going to have it. It's going to have anti-money laundering. Oh, here we go. CBDC, digitization plans. They've had plans to have crypto, which is a central bank digital currency, since February 2025. Like a year ago, they started researching and putting together crypto. Here we go. Right here, by July, listen to this one. By July 2026, digital payments regulation with UNDP and United States aid support. What is UNDP? That's like the World Bank, everybody. And what's US aid? That went to all those Somali daycare centers that weren't even daycare centers. So the World Bank, the UN, we went over the UNDP about 2-3 weeks ago. Here it is right here in Iraq. And then US aid right there. That's who's, so it's the United States. It's the United States and the World Bank getting this thing together. Now we're starting to see a little bit. Now we're getting deeper. Let's keep getting a little deeper here, Crypto Hawk, and see what else we can find. Oh, listen to this. Iraq, listen to this. Iraq, by order of the governor, Ali al-Alak, they are going to have a cashless, meaning no money government mandate by July 2026. That's coming up in like 3 months. They have a mandate by their government in Iraq to have no cash. It's a cashless government, July 2026. And the UNDP, which is the World Bank, maybe the Switzerland, I think it's a Switzerland, and the USAID backed digital payment regulations. The United States backed their crypto digital payment system, everybody. Oh my God, this is starting to get good. Now, Nanotech is a dissolved company. Yet, the April 2026 proposal is still credited to Nanotech. So that's kind of weird why they're mentioned in the law and all that stuff. I'm telling you, the government took it over. Iraq is right now being set up for crypto. It didn't start with crypto. It started off with this little NFC Bluetooth shit, but it's going to be integrated right into crypto, everybody. And I'm going to show you exactly what cryptos are a part of this. This is truly investigative work. There is a Central Bank of Iraq roadmap for CBDCs. I don't have that right now. Now, what is this July 2026 cashless, and what is UNDP and USA? Let's look into this. So, the Central Bank of Iraq has a cashless mandate by July 2026. It's focused on shifting Iraq away from cash heavy, and it's moving Iraq right now into digital electronic payments, everybody. They are moving even ahead of the United States when this thing gets done. You'll see it. United States will go last because we got to let the slow pokes first, right? Haven't I always told you? We got right here. Explicitly, this whole thing is explicitly supported by UNDP as the technical advisor, and then United States aid is given the money. The money. It is an economic reform support project. The Iraqi dinar money is going to start going up, you guys. I'm just letting you know right now. You are at the very bottom. Now it's going to start going up, the Iraqi currency. It's a milestone that all Iraqi government and state institutions must go 100% cashless by July 2026. Oh, shit. This was decided September of 2025 by who? The Central Bank of Iraq director and the Prime Minister, Mohammed Shia al-Sudani. This targets 85% of Iraqis making digital payments. That's the target. They're trying to have 85% of these Iraqis like right before 2029. They want them before using crypto. The process includes trillions of dinars already moved electronically. Ministry fully cashless and mandatory point of service rollout for merchants. They are really doing this thing, everybody. It's going crypto. I'm telling you what. Whew-wee, coming in hot. Now, once everybody's not using cash, the government's going to start getting that tax. See, nobody's paying taxes. I'm telling you what, Iraq is going to be a whole new country in like 5 years from now. It won't be like the slum that it is right now. People are going to start paying tax. Hopefully the government uses the tax right, builds roads, bridges, apartment buildings, grocery stores, shit like that. That country, Iraq, is about to do a complete turnaround. I'm just letting you know. And their money is going to start going up. It looks like they have a 10-day merchant rollout. They could do this in 10 days. That's what they're saying here. E-wallets, yep. Consumer protection. Oh, Democrats must love that one. Higher financial inclusion. Nobody's using cash. Everybody. Then they'll know how much tax. They're going to know how much tax you got to pay because you're using that electronic system. Iraq, right now, everybody just pays in cash. So there's no tax buddy. Nobody tells nobody else. They have a 10-day. When the government could roll this out, 10 days, merchants can have everything ready to go in 10 days. Then they have their little crypto wallets and shit. Oh, man. They are going to have Swift integration, everybody. And that's the Linnea token. Just letting you know in advance on that when it comes out. You're like, damn, Crypto Hulk, you knew that too. Let's take a look. Representative Mitra, U.S. aid. COVID era mobile. So they have some payment. Iraq has experience in this. When COVID came out, they had mobile wallet growth. And you're talking 2022 Swift adoption. Oh, Swift's already up in this. Okay. I'm cherry picking this article. Private bank leagues involved, e-payment providers licensed by central bank, all licensed Iraqi banks, commercial/Islamic, required to comply with this. You have the UNDP Iraq. They're the technical advisors for e-commerce and stuff. U.S. aid is involved. United States. You got private banks. Now, we went over this before. It's called Asia Hawala. Asia, Hawala. And then the Qui card, I think that's where the Chinese start coming in. We went over this about a month ago. I remember this Asia Hawala and the Qui card. Yep. And all this starts going back to like Tether and the Chinese and stuff. And Ripple in the United States government. Yeah, so what we got is Zane Cash. In case you're taking notes, we got Zane Cash. We went over this. Asia Hawala, one word, then the Qui card. They're all helping with this too. And we did a show on that specifically. And I'll go over that later if we got time. Financial inclusion is the thing. They're trying to turn, Iraq's economy will completely turn around, everybody. I'm just letting you know. It might be a place where, well, I don't know if I'd want to go there because they'll probably try to kill Christians or something like that. I'm not getting mixed up in that. But if they kind of tone it down a little bit over there, they're going after the unbanked, especially women in rural areas, because women have no rights over there. So that'll be a good thing for the the women. Okay, the digital payment regulation is for July 2026. Cashless mandate is a real ongoing sovereign digital economy push for inclusion and getting rid of the dollar, de-dollarization. It is entirely separate from the, okay, so what the government's doing, Grok's trying to tell us it's all separate from that doctor, the cylinder seal and all that stuff they're doing. The government's going to be using that too. That's just my conspiracy. Okay, let me check the comment section. And then I got more deep dive here. I got to check the time where we're at because I can lose track. 47 minutes. Oh, shit. Henry Papacito. Henry Brown will be running for Senate, so you can make your XRP donations in the link at the bottom of the video so you won't become a digital slave. And that's faux show. Robert Driscoll says, Henry for U.S. Senate. Well, you never know. Some of you guys, some of you guys are going to end up being a senator or whatever. You're going to be rich. You have all these millions of dollars. You can self-fund. You can fund yourself. You don't have to get campaign donations and, do all the rest of that. Okay, next, let's go with now, Tether developed and launched the Tether wallet, okay, back in April 14, 2026. Tether developed and launched the Tether wallet entirely in-house on April 14th, 2026. That is like not too long ago, 8 days ago or something like that? This is what it is. That Iraqi shit is mixed in with Tether as well. Now, who helped Tether? Candide Labs. Candide, Candide Labs. They integrated safe, smart accounts. Then we have Rumble, like the Rumble wallet, like that platform Rumble. They're mixed up with Tether. And then LightSpark, the Lightning Network. Okay, so that little of these Bitcoin people, they're mixed up with this as well. Tether Operations is linked up with Bitfinex Exchange. That's the parent, the Finex group. It's linked up with 160 contracts. See, Tether is going to be able to link up. See, Tether in this wallet is what I believe Iraq is going to start using with this guy's that cylinder seal thing. I'll show you some of the reasons why. It's known as a people's wallet. And in my opinion, it's for financial inclusion, unbanked users, and stuff. So it fits in perfectly. You got who made this wallet and helped them? Co-founders, originally RealCoin on Mastercoin and the Omni Profile. They helped make all this. You got Paolo Ardoino. He's the CEO of Tether. And they made this wallet. Let me kind of push through here. Yeah, April 14th, 2026, it was released. Tether wallet, self-custodial flagship. That's what they're going to have. Anchorage Digital's involved. The Rumble wallet is involved with this, helped them. This wallet that Tether made falls within the Genius Act, so it's legal for the United States. Deltec Bank, Cantor Fitzgerald is mixed in. The use case of the wallet will be a digital dollar and gold Bitcoin for remittances, self-custody. Now, who are all the people involved? We kind of talked about them already. Okay, Axiom. I remember from last time. Axiom. AXIYM. That's where the government comes in. That's where the government three-letter agencies come in. Axiom provided strategic investment. Their role as a fintech innovator expands stablecoin infrastructure into new mainstream use cases. Now we're going to look up Axiom, WOP, WHOP is involved, and then Candide Labs. Axiom is a Swiss, here we go, Swiss-based fintech company in Zug, Switzerland. You know, this is government right here. This is actually the top 5 family kind of shit right here. That's what this is. It enables, Axiom enables money service businesses, which is what Ripple is, to function. It uses Avalanche, C-Chain, and stablecoins like Tether. Cerebus AI is used. Cerebus AI is involved with this Tether wallet. And then we have Trency. We went over this about a month ago. TRENSI. Trency is a crypto native expansion. Let's see here. This is available. This wallet is available in 200 plus countries in 60 currencies. Co-founder. The co-founder of it, he works, he's the founder of Inmotus. We talked about that. INMOTUS, Inmotus. And he was also a consultant at A and then capital X SEUM. Axiom. I think that's the 3-letter agency there. He's also a consultant. So the guy that made, okay, here we go. The guy that helped make the Tether wallet, CEO and founder, his name is HBAR, KHIBAR. Last name Rasul, RASSUL. He basically is a consultant at the World Bank, the UNDP. That's where the government stuff starts coming in with this guy, this Kabir guy. He's like the middleman, like a handler. Avalanche, stablecoins, fintech, April 4th. Okay, April 2025, Lulu Financial gets involved. Lulu Financial, that's Ripple right there. There you go. That's what helps Tether's wallet is Ripple. Everything to work is going to require Ripple, Stellar, and XDC. It may be a Tether wallet, but you got Lulu Financial. That's a crypto exchange right there running on Ripple technology. Bam, that's how the money is shot all around the world. XRP. Axiom is a regulated fintech infrastructure, and it has MS, money service business partnerships. Axiom Finance is the name, AXIYM, and then finance, all one word. That's their Twitter handle. So Axiom operates within licensed MSB frameworks, United Kingdom, Singapore. Again, Lulu Financial Holdings is mixed up in this, and that's Ripple. It's like an exchange where they send money all around the world and shit. That they use Ripple technology to do that. That's how your Tether wallet and these people in Iraq are going to be sending money all around the world utilizing this technology. I'm telling you, all the companies and all the crypto involved. Tether's involved, obviously, with Axiom. Axiom's distributed treasury and settlement layer. Now, Avalanche is involved. A company called Free Market is involved. Lulu Finance is involved. That's Ripple. Lulu Finance is the ongoing core partner. The core of the Tether wallet is Lulu Financial Holdings. It's an embedded into global payment ecosystems. That's what they do, which is Ripple. Yeah, now Candide. Let me skip that one. Axiom. Oh, shit. Look right here. I'm going to copy this. Look right here. Let me do a copy paste. Henry Papacito. What does Henry Papacito say? Thank you very much for that. Paying it forward. I've been rolling with Crypto Hulk and community for years. If you find the information valuable, support the channel and the community. Absolutely. Now look what I just sent. AXCM is what? A United States government contractor, everybody. Oh, man. That is Tether's partner making this wallet. You got a company called AXCM, and they are a U.S. government contractors, what it says right there. And then who else is a partner? Lulu Financial Holdings, and they are what? A historical RippleNet partner. My. We've got the government agency involved in this, and we have Ripple. Very interesting, isn't it? Over this Tether wallet. Now, what is AXCM? It was founded in 1990, Alexandria, Virginia. It's a U.S. government contractor. And they provide what? Financial management, logistics, and look, developer secret ops. Well, how about that? It's called DevSecOps. Developer Secret Operations. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to keep this one a secret. They also provide cloud migration. All these things is what's going to happen. And they provide all this primarily to the Department of Defense. Oh, shit. And federal agencies. Well, that's not a big deal, Crypto Hulk. It's all the government. Yes, it is. This is Tether Party. You want to know why? Look. These other channels will talk about, oh, yeah, Tether, and they're propping up Bitcoin. No, blah, blah. Tether works for the government. Hello. Okay, the Ethereum free pass, the reason nobody got in trouble, they're working for the government. Ripple, they are the government. Ethereum's the government, okay? Ripple, how do you think we got Ripple China, Ripple Russia, and all that shit? How did that happen? Why don't, at the next Ripple conference, when you guys go ask David Schwartz, hey, Can you please tell us about Ripple Russia and Ripple China and Ripple Israel? How did you guys get clearance to make their crypto? I'll take this question sitting down. So the Tether wallets. Now, I wonder, we already went before. Alexandria, how close is that to Langley, Virginia? It's like, what, 20 miles or something, 30 miles away from the central, and I can't say intelligence, and I can't say agency. Wow, this is amazing. Department of Defense and federal agencies. That's who Tether's partner is, everybody. And Ripple Lulu Financial is involved right there. Now, HBAR, his name is HBAR, K-H-I-B-A-R, Rasul, R-A-S-S-U-L. He is the critical link. He's a management consultant at this government agency. HBAR is the middleman. You have some government agency that hires Axiom, that pays Axiom. So we'll say it's the central agency, okay? So the central agency pays Axiom money, then Kabir goes into these countries and gets all this stuff done. That's how this works, everybody. This is the government, all nice and quiet. And then the United States, USAID pays the money to go into Iraq and all that and to hook it all up. That's where USAID comes from. Very, very interesting, Crypto Hulk, how you find this shit out. Totally entertaining. It's better than fucking 6 o'clock news, I'll tell you that, isn't it? All the shit that we uncover on this channel. Hoo-wee. Yes, Lulu Financial is a confirmed active Ripple partner. RippleNet since 2021. And Egypt and other corridors. Also, via Ripple partners like Tranglo are all mixed up here. I wouldn't be surprised if Tranglo is mixed up in this too. Ripple owns Tranglo, or they're a partner at least. I think Ripple owns part of Tranglo. Okay. Now, who is the managing director of this Axiom? Is you got this guy named Adib Abahmed, and some out of Switzerland. And these are all the players here, everybody. It's a little bit Osama al-Rahma, the director of Al-Fardan Exchange. That's a Ripple partner right there. This guy named Osama al-Rahma, he is an Al-Fardan Exchange. That's a Ripple crypto exchange. This Tether wallet, this Axiom, dude, look, everybody, Ripple is the government, okay? These other channels, they have no idea, zero clue. All these people are working for this Axiom, which is a government contractor for Department of Defense, and all these things, and then Ripple is right there. Ripple is right there with all this shit right here. Crypto Hog, pretty amazing shit you got going here. I like this fucking channel, Crypto Hog. That's why these people, they will pay me $500 for 3 months, because I'm able to figure out all this kind of shit like this. When they want to know what crypto or this or that, they give me a call and we figure it out. It's not that tough because it's Crypto Hulk show. And I got the Crypto Hulk hotline. You have the Crypto Hulk hotline. We got National Bank of Egypt mixed up in this project with the Tether wallets and shit. That's a Ripple partner. Federal Bank of India, Ripple partner. Bank Al-Falah, Ripple partner. All this stuff's Ripple, everybody, in the secret government. Use case of this crypto is via RippleNet and Axiom. There you go. It's all Ripple, everybody. All the Ripple banks are involved in this Tether wallet for helping it. Trenzi, TRENSI.io, in development by Axiom. Trenzi is Axiom's crypto native interoperability protocol. and it has on-chain liquidity platform on Avalanche. See, they're using Avalanche, all right? But, okay, they're using Avalanche, but they have this protocol called Trenzy. But who made the protocol Trenzy? Axiom, because they're working with Axiom as the government. That's Ripple. So they're basically running, they might be running on Avalanche, but it's on Ripple right there. Avalanche is put on top of the Ripple platform right there. And Ripple made this shit. They're using the, oh yeah, all this shit's Ripple. All these banks involved in this shit, they're all Ripple partners. Plume. Early mentions with Plume. Oh my God, Plume's involved in this. Oh my God, Plume. Early mentions with Plume. PayFi Vault. Plume provides a PayFi Vault. Oh my God, Plume. Stu Lavelle, that's your favorite crypto right there. So what is Trenzy? Trenzy is made by Kibar Rasul. That's the government. Trenzy, it was made by Kibar Rasul. He works for the three-letter agency Axiom, which is a Ripple partner in all this. The UNDP, Kibar works for the UNDP. That's like a United Nations type thing. Oh, shit. Kibar Rasul, he started Axiom and Trenzy, and he's based in Switzerland and Zug. That's where all. Now, what is UNDP? It's an international consultant for Afghanistan-focused governments, and that's mixed up with Axiom. That is a U.S. government contractor, Axiom. That's who that Asul guys work with. This is all government shit right here, secret agencies and stuff. And that UNDP and all that, that's all mixed in. So I'm going to have to wrap this up. Yeah, this is what in Iraq they're going to be using this technology. So it's all these people there I just mentioned. Whew, we're at 1 hour and 7 minutes. Okay. Larry Brotherton says, great deep dive. Thanks, Hulk. Cali Boy, great show. That's for show. So what I'm going to do, Plume. Got to buy more Plume, says Larry Brotherton. Okay, so that is your deep dive. We mentioned a lot of different cryptos are involved in this. You know, Ripple doesn't do everything. Ripple provides like a bridge, and the different cryptos have their different skill sets. So we are looking at these Middle Eastern countries where I'll tell you what, this whole Afghanistan and the wallets with Tether, that's going to get blended in. Look, if Afghanistan's using it, then Iraq's going to be using it. All these Muslim countries are going to be using the same shit, okay? So, and this is all the government, United States government and agencies getting this shit done secretly, okay? I just have an ability to locate information. I wanted you to see what companies are doing this, what countries are involved, what departments or agencies are involved, and lastly, what cryptos are involved in this. I think I broke it down pretty good. There's a lot of connections and stuff in here. I think you got basically the idea of what cryptos are important in this article. And also, I wanted you to get a big picture look on what the hell is going on and who are all the people in cryptos involved doing it. And at that, I think the show will be over. And I will see you in my next one. I don't know if I'll have a show tomorrow morning. I'll have to find out. It's leg day in the morning. I may or may not. I'll see. If I have time, I'll have an AM show. And if not, I'll definitely have a Friday night. So then I got to call $500.